go out right there. But...
Yeah. That's how he came in.
There you are. What's up, man? I was hoping you would be there. How's it going, sir? I see you keeping around here. Oh, my God.
Oh my gosh, I'm in the right place at the right motherfucking time. Let's ask Diddys Lawyer about Jay-Z. Content. Let's ask Diddys Lawyer about Jay-Z. Who's got content like that? Motherfucking defender of ants. That's who's got content like that. Thoughts on Jay-Z? Come on, tell me about it. Come on, what's your thoughts on Jay-Z? This is content right here. This is content. Come on, tell me thoughts on Jay-Z. Is the baby oil all that true? Come on. What do you got to say? Come on. There's got to be justice for these people. Yeah, buddy. No Diddy shit, man. I'm in the heart of the shit here, y'all. Woo! Talk about content. Damn. Woo! You gonna see me basking in my thoughts on the protest at La Poubelle? You hear about the protest at La Poubelle?
Who are you?
Francois Coster. She supported Danny Masterson. She wrote a character witness statement. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I'm defender of ants.
You're a defender of ants?
Yeah, D.o.A.
D.o.A, defender of ants.
Yeah.
UNTS or ANTS?
I don't know what either of those are.
Ants.
Ants. A-N-T-S.
I'm sorry?
Like the little bugs.
Yeah.
Like the little people.
Okay, that's why I said ANTS or
Yeah.
UNTS.
A-N-T-S.
Yeah. Okay, ANTS.
Yeah.
Well, how's that going?
Oh, it's great. I love defending little people.
Good. My Uber is here. Nice
Awesome.
speaking with you, Eric.
Yep.
What's up?
Yep. Shouldn't harass the jury, people, man. Scientology ain't cool, man. Scientology's a cult. Scientology's a cult, man. The people are waking up to the cult. Danny Masterson was part of that cult. Stop harassing witnesses. Stop harassing witnesses. Stop harassing witnesses. Stop harassing witnesses of Danny Masterson. Stop harassing the jurors. Danny Masterson's appeal counsel. Rape ain't okay. Rape ain't okay. Stop supporting rapists. Stop supporting rapists. Boom, bitches. So, yeah. Who am I? I'm fucking defender of ants, bitches. You know me. That's nice. Just being in the right place at the right time.
I've been watching that right now.
I think I'm gonna walk over to City Council right now. Oh, ants, AUNTS. I wasn't getting that. I thought he was telling me an acronym, ants. Oh, it's the police commission at 9:30. Oh, okay. Did they already do public comment? Did they do public comment yet? Not yet. All right. You know what floor it is? It's at City Council, right? Or at City Hall? Laura's gonna have to. I'll have to meet up with Laura here. Oh, 100 West First Street. That's the police station. Hold on. Where's that? I'll walk over there real quick. I got P. Diddy's lawyer about Jay-Z. They're waiting for me? Is that a threat, or is that you trying to help out? Dude, I asked P. Diddy's lawyer about Jay-Z. Who's got that? Who's got that? Breaking news, bitches. Right time at the right place. They're not waiting for me. She. Yeah, BJ investigates? Send it, man. Send it. Surprise witness, send it. She giggled. She thought it was funny. I made P. Diddy's lawyer laugh. Make me famous. Make me famous. Make me famous. Make me famous so we can help shut down this cult. I need all the help we can get. The only way, we got to ride off the shoulders of giants. I'm nobody. But if you're in the right place at the right time, we're going to be somebody. Together. Together, our forces combined, we could do anything. Because knowledge is half the battle. First floor, what room? Did you sign me in? All right, I'm gonna hustle a little bit. Get my fat ass in gear. I need a hero. Somebody from the fight. I need a hero. All right, let's find these fash. Out of LA, sign me in. Good. Good. The Deputy Attorney General was there at the court case earlier. We will be the key. You guys are heroes. The chat's always killing it because we're so awesome. Dun, 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 dun. We got the best chat. Bringing the freedom, asking the tough questions to Diddys Lawyer. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Danny Masterson's appeal lawyer. Asked who I was, he's gonna know. Your viewers know who I am. Your viewers know who I am. So are not lies for me.
I am not a smoke control guy. You go to the city attorney's office, 200 North Main Street. Okay, sir.
Here for the police commissioner meeting.
Okay, you have to enter the city hall.
Yeah.
And then go, let them know when you check in. Want to see here?
No. The girlfriend tells me she
Yeah, City Hall East. You have to enter the city hall.
What's going on? How you doing today? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you come back out.
Oh, I was like, well, I don't need to go to the bathroom, man.
And then you get a.
Impacted by gun violence. Over to the past 4 weeks, several categories stand out. Aggravated assault, 13.7%, or 175 fewer incidents. Robberies have dropped by 13.7, or a reduction of 91 incidents. And burglaries are down 10.2, with notable decreases in both commercial burglaries, which are down 17%, and residential burglaries down 6.4%. Motor vehicle thefts have decreased by 16.2%, or 297 fewer incidents in the past 4 weeks. On the topic of vehicle theft, certain models remain consistent targets. Among the most frequently stolen vehicles are Kia and Hyundai models. They continue to be targeted, as well as Chevrolet vehicles, particularly Silverados, have seen a slight increase. Notably, there's been an increase in stolen Camaros over the same period. We're also tracking thefts of specialized modes of transportation, like e-bikes and scooters, which are down 18% in the past 4 weeks. Just a quick report on our personnel strength as of November 25th. Number of sworn personnel is 8,784. That's 51 above our sworn authorities of 8,733. And civilian personnel staffing is at 2,681. We currently still have 380 reserve officers. And that completes my report for today, Mr. President.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you for the detailed report and the update. What I'd like to do is acknowledge and thank you for adopting AB 449 and the new statute that was passed this past year on hate crimes, and the video that went out from the governor's office in educating and making people aware, both in the first responder community and the community, about hate crimes, what the officers should do and what the public should do. As everybody probably knows, every law enforcement officer in the state is required to know and follow policies spelled out in the law in detail on this matter. And every law enforcement agency in the state was to adopt a policy by July 1st. So I want to thank you for implementing a policy that everyone in this department, sworn and civilian, will look at that video. Appreciate it. With that, I'll move to Vice President Shields for comments.
Thank you, Chief, for the report, and I'd like to echo the thanks to the officers and the detectives who put in the hard work to identify the string of burglars and robbers who are really maybe a small percentage who are doing the mass amount of crimes. So thank you for having those apprehended, and hopefully that will give people more of a sense that there are consequences for those actions and deter further crime. And, you know, one thing I was able to do since our last meeting was I did a kind of tour with the Transit Services Division, went on the Metro to see the efforts that are being done for safety. I think that there's like one mental health clinician assigned. If there's any way we could work with the Department of Mental Health to get more mental health clinicians there. And the more we can advocate for just access control, I think those are, but I wanted to give, credit to the Transit Services Division for their efforts there to make sure that, the ridership is safe. There are so many people in the city that need and rely on public transportation. And so it's great to see that they're making, significant efforts to keep everyone safe there. They also had a toy giveaway with the local elementary school children, and I think those are terrific events to have. And I know around the holidays, the departments and the different divisions have a number of different community events. I would like for next year, our goal for 2025 was somehow making it more collaborative or consolidated so that we know where all the different events are happening, and making sure that we are accessing and communicating all those events to community members, and not just the same community members, so that we're not just preaching to the choir, but getting out there and really doing more outreach to make sure that other neighboring folks who may not have a relationship with the department come to some of these events, because I do think that they're really great, especially for the children around this time of the year. So thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Garcia.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning. So just wanted to really highlight the folks from the Verdugo Hills High School incident. The administration at the school, intervention, and the Hills Division have been working together to ensure that they address engaging the youth involved, the families, and the communities surrounding those individuals. So thank you to the officers and the administration for stepping in. It was because of the relationship I've had in the community and my prior work on the phone with folks from Verdugo High School and folks from the intervention agency. So it seems like everything's flowing the way it's supposed to, and hopefully they're able to address those issues and get progress.
Thank you. Commissioner Calander.
Thank you. I don't have any specific questions for the chief, but I did want to bring up to your point, Commissioner Shields, about figuring out how to be more strategic around mental health resources and conditions. We have started a mental health working group that we, as a how to promote emergency services at the college level as folks are in a BSW or MSW program. So I'll be happy to present that once we get the working group moving a little bit faster. So that's it.
Thank you. We'll now move on to agenda item number 2, public comment period. Madam Secretary, please announce the first speaker.
The first speaker is Chief Manuelito.
Yes, like that coat. Yep, I'm back. And I'm questioning the factor of this Verdugo Hills incident. Isn't it a shame that we continue to say that crime is down, violence is down, but the honest truth, we're fucking doomed. America's fucking doomed. Because we have too much criminal enterprise going on in every motherfucking city. Starting with Los Angeles. And we need this reform of the consent decree in order so that James P. McDonald can give raises, yes, raises to the beautiful police officers who should have the same, if not percentage, of a raise. And I'm for it. I'm here in support of Donald Trump. And so we need to realign the codes and duty that every officer in here standing behind me to protect me have the same right to a raise this coming year because we got rid of that fucking corrupted criminal from LA, Paul Kokorian. So long, nigger. But the fact that we still have crimes against children, I need to forewarn you. It just doesn't happen in LAPD. It does not happen, Mr. Fabian, in LAUSD where teachers fuck children. It happens everywhere. Everywhere, because we're influenced by the media, by the social media, by internet, and by every fucking device that man has brought to ruin and destroy our fucking country. Those fucking Chinese brought COVID. No one wants to admit to it except for Trump. Trump has told your asses we need more ice, ice, baby, ice, ice, baby, so that we can remove the illegal criminals from our state and country. But yet Kamala Harris wants to run for governor. After that scumbag Newsom up there continues to fall behind his mommy Pelosi, and we all know why. I can tell you why, and this is the reason why. I brought a sign, matter of fact, that you will all agree on. You see the sign? You see this sign? Mr. Attorney, is this sign off topic? Los Angeles sucks a dick like
Put the
this.
sign down or step away from the podium.
Yeah, and for this reason,
Put the sign down.
yes, and for this reason, you suck a dick too, sir. Stop interfering with my public comment of these 60 fucking seconds. You fucking dumbass, simplified faggot. You fucking faggot.
Secretary, please announce the next speaker.
Next, we have caller ending 124.
Ow.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, yes, what item would you like to speak on?
Chief McDonald and the commissioners. I live in PD 7 and Foothill Division, and we're not getting any service out here. They're just allowing all kinds of illegal things to go on in our sidewalks, on our streets, and nobody is doing anything about it. We are in a very low trust environment with our police department right now. They give a lot of lip service, but they don't give any enforcement service. So it sends the wrong message to the people out there, the ones, the criminals who want to hurt us and cause us harm. They do not even identify people in our residential areas who have taken over our sidewalks. How do we know that they're not criminals? How do we know that they're not scoping out our residents so that they can come back and take our things? The police aren't doing the things that they're supposed to do. Also, Chief McDonald, you said that you're going to protect immigrants. I understand that you don't need to enforce immigration law, but to say that you're going to protect, you're there to protect us, protect everybody, but everybody has to obey the law. Okay? If you're not obeying the law, then you should incur fines or whatever it is that the law applies to that. Otherwise, we're just going to have some chaos, and that's what we have now in CD7 and Woodhill Division. I haven't seen my community policing in I don't know how long, years. I don't know what they do. I'd like to know what they do. I'd like to know what the police do. Because nobody has any trust in calling them anymore. Not only that, but the fact that you have to wait so long. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Either you have to create a better system, or, I mean, that's why you need more police. More police, they need more police to do well. Look, they're not doing anything now. So, I'm kind of confused. I'm gonna leave it right there. Thank you for listening to me. Have a nice day.
Madam Secretary, before you announce the next speaker, you two gentlemen, the hand gestures and the puppet are in the camera view. This is your first and only warning. Don't do it again. Thank you, Madam Secretary. Announce the next speaker.
The next speaker is Ghost Puppet.
You gonna allow this, Jim? Better man than this, Jim, I told you. So go ahead.
Yes, now we have the significant reports of crime statistics. There's too much crime here, people. Jim's doing a good job. Too many burglars, too many home invasion robberies, too many assaults, Jim. You need to get those cops out there. Remember, police officers, hit and ask questions later. Then we have the personnel strength. We currently sit at under 9,000 cops. Who the fuck wants to work for this department, Jim? Why would you want to wear one of those badges when you can wear a pretty badge in like Malibu or Ventura County, where people walk up to you and say, "Good morning, Sheriff. How are you doing today?" "Well, I'm doing very well. How are your kids' soccer practices going?" "Let's see. Remember those good old days, Jim?" Now you walk around and you have to have bodyguards and body armor just to go down the street for a fucking coffee. Nobody wants to work in this goddamn fucking department. And your department strength is further depleted by commute times. You know that 80% of the cops don't even want to live in the city of Los Angeles? They don't want to send their kids to these good fucking schools filled with dirt, filth, drunk needles, homeless across the street. Just a complete shithole. That's why you can't keep this up. Now we have, let's see here, cadets, internet crime against children. Yes, children don't belong on the internet. They belong sitting their little heads down with a little tiny dunce cap on, trying to learn the 3 R's. Reading, writing, and robbery. Yes, that's the 3 R's. And then, of course, we get to our public comment, and I'm calling on Sheriff Jim to use his powers as a good officer to stop that bald-headed jackass over there from interfering with our Bain Act rights under the government code and our Brown Act rights.
Sir, can you please pause? Mr. Herman, can you please exit? You have now violated.
No, lady, you're not the chair.
Sir,
You're not the chair either.
let her speak, or step away from the podium.
Jim, are you gonna allow this?
Mr. Herman, you can leave now because you have violated the prior
Don't do it.
prior
Your
warning.
public
Thank you.
comment period has been terminated.
Mommy.
Jim,
Step away from the podium.
Jim, don't do it, Jim.
Can I get my?
I'm ordering you out of the room now, sir. Step away from the podium.
I'm leaving, goddamn. Fuck. Give me a
Both of you are ordered out of the room.
Jim, I need your help, Jim.
Southern.
Jim, go to the FBI today, Jim.
Step away
Save
from the
yourself,
podium.
Jim. Save yourself, Mr. McDonald.
Sergeant at Arms, please remove this gentleman from the podium.
Don't listen to these attorneys over
It's
there.
my First Amendment, Southern. Fuck
Listen to
you.
your
I'm leaving.
word, Jim. Jim, help me, Jim.
Oh, don't shoot.
Jim, they're taking my time away. Look at that. Look at the violence, Jim. We're just here expressing our First Amendment privileges.
And you are wasting the 45 minutes for the other people who want to speak.
I know they're Django. I know Django. I know you're a slaver. You can't help it, Django. How's Candyman? You're working for Candyman. But remember, Jim, we will work together to restore the First Amendment. All you gotta do is reach out to me, Jim. We go back a long way. Have a good morning.
Next, we have Nujam.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, what items would you like to speak on?
All,
10 minutes?
thank you. I'm here to address the troubling issue of elder abuse happening inside Scientology Big Blue building on Hollywood Boulevard. Elderly individuals are being isolated from their families, cut off entirely from their relatives who have left the cult. These vulnerable seniors are treated as little as more than living corpses. Their finances are drained, loans are taken out in their names, and their families are left to clean up the devastating financial and emotional aftermath when these individuals pass away. There is a complete disregard for their physical and emotional well-being. They do not receive proper medical treatment, and first-hand testimonial has exposed horrifying details of the abuse and neglect. Cases of the elderly being left to die without any dignity, care, or support. The LAPD must stop turning a blind eye to this. Welfare checks must be conducted immediately and independently without Scientology personnel present. These people must be given a chance to speak freely, and families must have the opportunity to hear what their loved ones actually want. No more excuses, no more delays. This department cannot claim to serve and protect while enabling this abuse to continue. The LAPD must launch independent investigations into the atrocities at the Big Blue and take a swift action to hold Scientology accountable. Protect the vulnerable. No organization is above the law. Thank you. The next speaker is Hassan Tran.
Good morning, Police Chief, Mr. Jim McDonald, and everybody. And today, December 10th, my name is Hassan Tran. I'm here today. And it's very important, but I need your help. I always hear every Tuesday, but can you put my name in the government, the UN government system? It's very important for the government. Thank you. Thank you again.
Next, we have Betty Lane.
Good morning.
Good morning. What items would you like to speak on?
Chief's report, agenda items, public comment. And first off, I appreciate the chief's report. He gives a very good one. I'm really happy that he's now the new chief. On the agenda items, I support all of the donations listed. And in public comment, I'm hoping that the chief has been able to request an internal review on the investigation from the division in question. And you'll see that the captain and lieutenant in question have done nothing wrong and they should be reinstated. And I hope everyone stays happy and healthy and safe. I yield the rest of my time.
The next speaker, Mr. Sheedy.
Good morning. First of all, Chief, I am the first one here to sign on my card. How I just ended up, almost my name is not being called. That's just weird. You talked about a lot of big numbers, everything is down, everything is down. It seems like, your first month in the office, everything is down. Seems like you have a good start. But when you go home, let's just say, I advise you spend 10 minutes on television every day. You go home before you go to sleep. I can almost guarantee you, KTLA, CBS LA, Fox LA, you are guaranteed to see robbery, rape, follow home, car chase, homicide, rape or something. Literally, you see those. I'm seeing those incidents being more frequent on the social media or TV or computer or whatever. But I understand, you are saying everything is down. It just does not feel like it. Second is, Chief, I wish that LAPD, you have more power and you have more authority. Sometimes I'm witnessing certain issues in this room that doesn't make any sense to me. When dealing with Herman and Spindler, the president are saying, hey, you are removed, one warning proof, they are gone. I think that's kind of okay. But in the other, for the past 1 year or two, when I was here, I witnessed when the president are saying, gentlemen, you are being removed. And then he said that 10 more times. The officer stands by their side, doesn't do anything. So I'm feeling that LAPD, you guys are losing their authority, you guys are losing power. When the officer clearly instructed, this gentleman is being removed from this meeting, and somehow they are saying 10 more times, and then there are certain examples that when the president is saying that more than 10 times, and then he say, okay, you don't remove, okay, I'm gonna leave. That this meeting is in recess, so nobody leave. So that's the part I don't understand. You guys are having the authority to enforce the law, but all of your officers just stand there, just being a bystander. That's the part I have a hard time to understand. And then another thing I want to ask about, the other day I was trying to ask our officer, can I bring a tennis, can I bring a basketball to play in this commission room? Because I have witnessed many people playing soccer game, and then the officer denied my access. The officer said I'm not allowed to do that, but obviously a lot of many other people, they are allowed to enjoy a soccer match in this under LAPD president.
Next, we have Amy Zelle.
Yeah, I'm here on all items and general comment. Okay, I looked that you did not mention on your report about an incident that happened on 6724 Hollywood Boulevard where a person that was protesting the Winter Wonderland event at the testing center was assaulted for informing the public and doing a public service by saying that this is a recruitment event and not really a holiday event. And what happened was he was assaulted by an unidentified security person. I'm not sure which company he was from. He did not have a name tag on. I'm not sure if he was armed, but I do believe this particular company does arm its officers or their security guards. And the person stepped onto the public street and assaulted his face. He was hit in the lip and he suffered a severe concussion. And when he called your dispatch, he told the person where it happened, and they said that, oh, it's his fault, you should know better, you were interrupting religious service. Now that is unprofessional. As an RN, if I told a patient that it was their fault that they got hurt, that is very unprofessional. I could be fired. How do you not fire someone for doing that? That is like adding on to the second thing, because I guess because you cater to Scientology, they are harmful. You can add this onto your next fail, where the two girls were escaping, those Golden News girls that escaped the blue buildings. You can add that on. He had a concussion when he went to the hospital. He was afraid because every time somebody gets attacked, you go and arrest the person that gets attacked. It's outrageous. It's like, what are you guys doing? It's like you're colluding with this cult and you're not taking care of the person. The person on the end should have said, okay, I'm getting you an ambulance. They could have had a herniation in the brain. They could have had increased intraocular pressure, which they would have needed some intervention immediately. That person could have died and gone into a coma, and you're telling them they should not have been there? What are you going to blame someone that was raped? That is the most, you were wearing something too skimpy and you deserved it. That is a place that does not do religious services. I'm a victim of the cult. I was married to somebody that is in this cult, and it's not religion. Educate yourselves and know what's going on. It's a shame what's going on in your city. Wake up, stop colluding with them. It's terrible. And the person was running because they were afraid you were going to arrest them for being attacked, and you aren't going after the person that attacked them. They're La Osa Nostra, the Office of Special Affairs. Their mafia arm is OSA, and you might as well be dealing with the mafia. That's La Osa Nostra, La Cosa Nostra 2.0 in your town. This is disgusting. I yield back my time.
The next speaker is Audit LA.
Good morning. I am here also about issues with the Scientology chief and commission. At the day of that parade, okay, I was out front of there, and there was an officer that I recognized as being a police officer, and I asked him if he's LAPD, a police officer. He said, I plead the fifth. Now, mind you, he was armed, and he was not wearing, and he was all dressed in black, not wearing any identifying patches or anything. He finally admitted to being third-party security, but he did, but he's also LAPD, and he has to identify. I don't know if he belonged there. I don't know if he's allowed there. I did send an email. It should be in your email as well for the both of you. And because there's something has to be done. And Chief, I want to ask straight out. In May, Ms. Yu, the OIG's office gave myself and 3 other people 1 hour to update them on what's going on, because 3 minutes is not enough. And they graciously gave us that hour, and I believe that they heard us and that things have been happening, from that, because we see a little bit of difference. But from May to now, it's so much more documentation. There's absolute problems with both Northeast Division and Hollywood Division. And I am not anti-LAPD or anti-police officer at all, but I am anti-corruption and anti-collusion. And their vice president, Janet Whalen, who keeps hiring these, guards, whether they're LAPD or whoever the one that assaulted this protester. And mind you, they're upset with that protester because twice they tried to get him through lawfare, through bogus restraining orders and arrests, and none of it worked. And so I believe that was a personal target against him. And it was an assault and a prior restraint because he flashed a flashlight in his eyes, blinding him, and then assaulted him. It's all documented. That's why we document everything. I have the documentation of that officer. I would really like to know if people are here, and if not, I would like to know what company he was working for, and why is Janet Wheeler, who's on your CPABs for both Northeast and Hollywood Division, why is she allowing unpatched, armed individuals that are not showing who they are, and especially with their LAPD? It's a huge conflict of interest. I am begging you to suspend Janet Whelan from all your CPAPs and investigate this matter. We need an investigation, sir. And I'm begging you, because you said you're a good listener. I bumped into you randomly. And for me, I don't feel like it was by accident. I know you don't want corruption either. We don't, and no cop, all the good officers at Northeast and Hollywood Division deserve to have a clean division that is not corrupted and influenced by Scientology and cops who are overly involved with Scientology. Thank you.
Can I ask that you provide the information to?
Yes, I will provide any information. I have video footage. I have. Thank you, sir. Give me a minute.
Next, we have Mona M.
Hello, all items, please.
Okay, 3 minutes.
Thank you for the time to speak. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, chief. Good morning, Florence Yu. Always attack and never defend. That is the tagline of Scientology. Scientology, they are experts at safe pointing. I have been talking each meeting that I'm allowed to speak about how they are like wolves in sheep's clothing. And I wanted to remind you that our demonstrations are not hate crimes against a religion at all. It is a protest and a show of love for the abuses that are happening in the name of a religion. I would also like to remind you of a recent happening that there was an LA Times article dated April 17th, 2024, which discussed the tactics used by Scientology to interfere with police investigations and the judicial process. The DA's office and several officers reported the incident. It is funny, not funny, that we have not heard about the outcome of this. Has it been whitewashed also? Getting run off the road, houses being broken into, internet and electronics being tampered. These were your own brothers. Don't you think the religion, quote unquote, is targeting protesters too? They feel protesters are anti. They will not stop at giving false claims and swatting spoof calls to stop those that they think are in the way. I also am requesting a meeting with the new chief. Thank you, and I yield back my time.
The next speaker is Jason Reedy.
So I am here today to speak about the horrifying experience me and my child endured at the hands of LAPD during Nathan Hockman's swearing last Tuesday. Your pigs violently separated me from my 2-year-old child simply because I dared to show up to a protest. The act of standing on a public sidewalk meant forcibly removing me from my child's stroller where he was seated and placing me in handcuffs. And what was I arrested for? Can anyone tell me? Can you tell me, Jim? What was I arrested for? Now, before you rush to defend your boys and blue, let me make something clear. I wasn't trying to enter the event or block the check-in area. I wasn't obstructing anyone from attending. In fact, I wasn't even engaged in protest. I was simply standing on a public sidewalk, a sidewalk that was suddenly and inexplicably closed off the moment our group crossed the crosswalk. Now, all you have to do is watch the various videos online to see how the LAPD harassed the group I was with, while members of the public freely walked past us. People who weren't with our group, curious as to what the event was for, were able to stand at the barriers for as long as they wanted, while I was placed under arrest in under 3 minutes of being on the sidewalk. Everyone except us was allowed on that sidewalk, and why? And before anyone claimed that the other members of the public that were there were event attendees, they weren't. Now, while I was detained, your police desperately tried to fabricate charges against me. They falsely accused me of kicking one of your officers, a claim that fell apart when the officer questioned by her superior couldn't even confirm it happened, and then they wanted to arrest me for disturbing the peace. Even more horrifying, during my detainment, your officers couldn't tell me where my child was. In fact, they asked me where my child was. Imagine that, the people responsible for separating me from my toddler couldn't even account for his whereabouts. And in the end, they didn't even cite me for anything, because I didn't break any fucking laws. I was standing on a public sidewalk. First I was arrested, under arrest, then I was detained, and then magically I was released without any type of explanation. Now my arrest was orchestrated by Pig Martin Robles, who executed Grishario Mack in the Crenshaw Mall in 2018. Robles made the call to target me, directing his team to grab me without cause. Now while others stepped up to take care of my child during this illegal detainment, Robles went as far to threaten to take my child away from those who stepped up to take care of him, accusing them of child endangerment. Now let's be clear, it was the LAPD that exposed my child to pain, suffering, and danger. And then your media relations division didn't even respond to an LA Times reporter who asked about this mysterious detainment, as they knew it would have made its way into the article that he was writing about the swearing-in. And then they gave another statement to another reporter much later in the night. During the permanent event, a group entered the closed-off check-in area disrupting attendees, which resulted in Reedy being arrested for aggressive behavior, 148 PC, but they released him with a warning. Bullshit! I didn't get a warning, I didn't get nothing, I didn't get any type of fucking explanation. Again, throughout this traumatic ordeal, your pigs repeatedly claimed they had no idea who I was. Well, we don't know who you are. Well, but I know it's a lie, because I don't need to look any further than Senior Lead Officer in Department Darling Deion Joseph, who admitted on social media that the LAPD sends out alerts to those on the ground about me whenever I enter one of your so-called areas of interest. So why? Why did your officers arrest me and detain me? You have an answer for that question.
Can someone also, in the back?
I don't want a fucking investigation, because your investigation's not gonna do shit.
Mr. Reedy.
I understand that, but your investigation's not gonna do shit. LAPD investigates itself all the time, and nothing happens. Okay, so again, you guys are preying on my family. There's no explanation given. So McDonald, would you like to provide an explanation? None of you asked about it during your opportunity to ask questions. I'm leaving. But what I'm saying is that why you're continuing to target my family and escalate on my family, and you think that I won't escalate back. Best believe that. You do anything to my family, and you'll see the dragon. No, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to this bullshit. It's bullshit.
The next speaker, please, Jonathan Foster.
I'm not speaking.
I'm going to start yelling in a couple seconds, but we're going to pause for 5 seconds for the bass player of the Grateful Dead. Phil Lesh died on October 25th. 5 seconds. I miss you, Phil. I miss you, Phil. One quick other statement. Al-Assad is gone. That is the end of the Ottoman Empire. It's been 110 years. So, as I was leaving the last time, it's the John Mac Brill that doesn't mean crap. You're black, you don't mean crap either. Who sent the George Floyd Valentine? And I saw there was some kind of meeting, an MOU about it. But if somebody said, you take my temple away with the Jewish star on it, it would have been put right on the street, right out there, right away. And then I made a mistake. It's Deputy Sheriff David March, Deputy Sheriff Jerry Ortiz, shot by 2 illegal aliens. You don't support them. You don't support me. If I was killed, you don't support me either. I don't support you. I don't support you, or nothing that comes out. I don't support her either anymore. I'm trying. And then Hill also. So talking about protecting the police department. Hill shot 2 of your police officers. They were shot. Why? Because they themselves not protecting themselves. They don't have head-to-toe body armor on. So head-to-toe body armor doesn't protect a motorcycle crash, a suicide, or unintentional discharge, but it would in this case. And then you just said today somebody had 2 guns and he still shot at them, but they were not protected. And this is bravery and valor. I do agree, but it's not right. I don't have enough time, but I got to
The tragic death of a motorist who was killed by someone fleeing from law enforcement. But I want to understand, really the training when to initiate a pursuit or to not initiate to determine whether or not they would impose their own policy and what consequences come from that. But again, I understand this, and I want to make sure our policies and everything are in place to try to avoid as much as possible these types of tragic outcomes. And I also understand that it can't be a blanket rule that officers can't do any pursuits, because then that gives a green light to everyone to know to run from law enforcement. So I understand all the balancing that has to happen. And again, I understand this is I also understand.
Yeah, you understand so much. Okay, what I'd like to say though is, I apologize to everyone listening for Rasha's lies, because it's just a bunch of lies. Just a bunch of lies. And you let the border open and let the kids come in, and they're just gonna come in and come in and come in, just like they were running from the police. They do more of it, and then you left the border open, you left the border open. You people sick and disgusting child abusers. You got child abuse on there? You are child abuse. You're a child abuser. You're murderers, you people.
The next speaker is Hamid Khan.
Not surprised that Jason Reedy and his family keeps on being targeted. I mean, so people always would talk about, when we would bring up, I remember Mike Downing used to be the head of counterterrorism here, and he started saying that Stop LAPD Spying Coalition thinks that the red squads are still active. And the red squads are active. They may not be called red squads, or they may not be called PDID, but they very much are part of the anti-terrorism information section and their major crimes division. So your targeting, Jason, is very understandable that how these psychological psyops operate. And it's just shameful that we continue, that the LAPD continues, that if it's not, and why we are extremely concerned is because we even released a report back in 2018, and the title is Before the Bullet Hits the Body, that the conditions on the ground are being set up, that things escalate, and within a few seconds a gun comes out and somebody gets killed. And that's what we are heading towards. This is exactly how these things are manipulated, and that's what concerns us, that the child is watching his parent being violently taken down, and then not even being charged, just because to intimidate, to harass, to threaten, to get a response from him, and then make a case to go after it. This ain't anything out of like, this is basically something out of a movie, but this is a reality, because this is how the LAPD operates. The other thing I want to just bring up is that there's 4 members of the commission, and the city council just passed and finalized that ordinance on the supposedly the sanctuary city. Did either one of you provide any information and the details of all the information exchange that happens, which is baked in? Because I'm looking at this section, Section 19.192, Confidentiality and Protection of City Data. It says, yada, 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 USC 1373, that no city personnel should provide access to data. City personnel don't have to pick up the phone. They don't have to bring a file to us. The information exchange continues to happen. What about programs that are on autopilot? What about suspicious activity reporting program that immediately things are reported to JARE, Joint Regional Information? And many times in your own assessment, and the IG does the audit, we're down to about 28 from 2,500 back in 2010. We're down to 28. So now you still have programs very much there. What about TVTP or PATH program that the LAPD has dealing with youth? So many other programs, license plate readers. So you have information sharing environment through your record management systems, through law enforcement information exchange programs, through Joint Regional Intelligence Center, where information is baked in. It's on autopilot. It doesn't require somebody to pick up the phone or somebody needs to be on ice hold, because everybody would be on ice hold. That's how the information exchange happens, and that's the failure of this body to be a representative of the people and provide the information to the city council that this is how these are the vulnerability factors.
The next speaker is Montiel Cadate.
My name is Montiel with the Scottie-hochstetter Coalition. On Ahmed's point about the continued existence of red squads, the LPD has openly talked about, post-2020, their need for expansion and funding for their shadow teams, which are uniform and undercover police meant to infiltrate protests. So there is, even beyond these programmatic implementations, there's a culture of suppressing dissent and quashing protests in the city that we see manifest itself all the time. And these are targeting ideologies that bolster support for oppressed peoples, anti-police protests, protests in support of Palestinians, of Muslim communities. And on a national level, this is manifesting as the creation of frameworks and even a culture that enforces the suppression of these ideologies. And these frameworks by the DHS have been CVE, countering violent extremism, targeted violence and terrorism prevention, as Hamid just talked about, or Errol Southers is kind of like grifty knockoff called homegrown violent extremism that didn't really take off. And on a local level, there are even efforts to just criminalize protests more broadly. And it's already suppressed on the way we're talking about. Just recently, an LA camp protester, one of them, a long line, was targeted, brutalized, arrested. And I'm kind of holding these realities, right? This culture of violence in the face of a upcoming, more explicitly fascist administration. Not to say that, you know, the alternative would have been much better. And I'm thinking about all these instances of explicit violence that we've seen that have been covered up, right? We've seen this July 2022 cover-up of Hollywood officers stomping on a subdued and apprehended man that the police documented on his Twitter page. The more recent cover-up of 28-year-old Alexander Mitchell getting punched in the face while handcuffed. And then, of course, there's Earl Roots in 2023, who was, the department stated his hospitalization was due to a complaint of having asthma, but in truth, he was punched in the chest by LAPD officers. That came to light months later. And so in this context of continued kind of cover-up and rampant police violence, and I'm sure time will shine light on how McDonald continues a series of cover-ups for the LAPD. I know you've done your fair share for the Sheriff's Department. This whole notion, right, of a sanctuary city is a joke. It truly, like the whole notion that a department will abide by policies that will, keep people safe requires a detachment from reality. We already see how the department doesn't abide by policies. It's the same kind of magical thinking that would insist that this body, right, that's headed up by a former cop who literally advocated for racial profiling, would hold this department to those standards or to those policies. And so just to say this is a culture of violence, all these policies really do is sanitize this department's violence and expand their resources and allow them to continue hurting people. And we'll likely hear about another cover-up in the next few months. And the community won't be surprised. But just know over time, this body is being delegitimized. People understand what policing is. Their own surveys reflect that. Thank you.
The next card is for D.o.A.
I'm the defender of ants. Been here before. I've been at gunpoint at the Blue Building 3 times. I've been at gunpoint at La Poubelle once. Shotguns pointed at me, helicopters all 4 times. I've been at gunpoint on Hollywood Boulevard by LAP Hollywood Division. So that's 2 Hollywood Divisions, 3 gunpoints at Northeast Division. I've been at gunpoint in Malibu County Sheriff's at gunpoint. I've been at gunpoint at Ventura PD. I've been at gunpoint at San Luis Obispo. Both my phones were confiscated without warrant. I've been at gunpoint in San Francisco. Officer Rand called San Francisco and said that I've been charged with flashing guns. No crime of flashing guns. He said, contact Scientology Security. That's Officer Rand, Hollywood Division. Officer Hall, Hollywood Division, has had both my phones, a $1,300 phone, a $1,000 computer, and my fucking fur coat since February. An unlawful arrest where I did 6 days in LA County, no fucking mayonnaise on my fucking bologna sandwich. What the fuck? At least in West Virginia, hillbilly-ass motherfuckers, they give me some mayonnaise in there. Northeast Division, I went in to fucking do a goddamn report about the swattings, about being at gunpoint. Gomez said that it went down from major crimes to her. She put out my phone number, where my phone number was in docs by 911. I made a complaint about her. Guess what happened? She fucking a warrant to get both my other 2 phones, 2 $1,300 phones. The LAPD is in possession of 4 of my fucking phones, a computer and my fur coat. There's 6 disturbing a religious meeting with the city attorney right now because I used a megaphone. But there's protesters in Kaiser with the megaphone. No one's fucking doing shit. But you put me in the cage twice for that. Twice! And who's the fucking SWAT? What is the LAPD's #1 suspect in the swatting? It's fucking me. What kind of fucking retards are you? I'm gonna fucking end up dead. You fucking retards. I am the swatting victim. Why the fuck would I come in here and tell on myself? You stupid fucks. I got the CAD reports and the phone reports saying it's security for Scientology. And I'm talking about those 2 girls that tried to escape at the Blue Building. Do something. I don't want to end up fucking dead.
Fellow speaker, Raul Montes. No, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, heart's pounding on that one. Ooh. I'm hauling here. I gotta call Laura real quick. Let me see where she's at. I haven't seen her. I don't know where she's at. Hold on. Is Laura live? Sir's live? I got a lot to do today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me call Laura real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. Oh, I need a hero! Someone who is right and someone who came for the fight.
Ya somos 6 manos, ya son 4 manos.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Is there a city hall thing today? There's a city hall at 10, right? Okay, I'll pop in over here, do some more public speaking. I'll tell you what, man, can you guys believe that at one time I was fearful of life or fearful of public speaking? It's amazing what parking, Board of Transportation. Oh, I can't come up here. Oh, other city employee. No F-bombs. Yeah, you know. Probably not saying the R word too. I just talked about it, but so I apologize if I upset anyone with the R word. It just happens sometimes. I didn't plan. I don't plan what I say. I have a general idea. You know, it's hard to. That's what's so great about Toastmasters. Toastmasters really helps you get comfortable staying within a certain time with the proper speed and cadence and everything. And so I apologize if I offended anybody. Toastmasters is just a general, like, to me, Toastmaster helped me a lot. So it could be part of Scientology. That's what Scientology does. They take things that work, and that's how good propaganda works too. They take things that work, they take a lot of truth, and then they incorporate into that truth lies that support their narrative or their agenda. That's how propaganda works. It's all right, Goose. It's okay to like to poop in the park, and sometimes we just have to poop. Sometimes we shit out our mouths. Scientology up north, Miriam, you did amazing. I loved your, I loved it. Amy, loved it. Great job, Amy. Great job, Scientology up north. Great job, Mona. You guys continue to hammer home the message over and over and over and over and over again. And there hasn't been enough credit for everybody. And you know, I really hope and wish that others join in from chat and participate a little more, because all that does help. It might seem, and I'm sure you have some fears. I'm sure you have fears. You don't think I have fears? You don't think I shake? You don't think I'm nervous? I couldn't do any type of public speaking like that, ever. Jesus Christ, hell no. But, yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, like last night, I was like, I'm not going to say the R word, and there I go saying it. You know, it's so hard to control your emotions and your emotional state. That's why Scientology says don't control your emotions. There's truth to that. Don't be in your emotions. There's truth to that. And all you gotta do is stand there and speak up, and you're gonna be nervous. Who cares if your voice shakes? Who cares? You know how many times I screw up? You know how many times I screw up? Oh, thank you. Trying to get into City Hall. City Hall meeting?
Which one?
Probably
either one. That's the line for it.
That's the line? Everyone's in line for it?
Yeah.
I thought it started at 10.
Yep.
Starts at 10?
Capacity, yeah.
They're at capacity. Damn. Damn. Well, all right. Scratch that. Look at the line. Yeah, I'm not waiting in line. I got other shit I'm gonna do. I didn't even plan on doing this. Yeah. I'm taking off, Audit. Audit. This is the line for city council.
City clerk.
You going to go to the city clerk?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Or I'm going to do a complaint on Officer Rand from Hollywood Division.
He was trying to intimidate me at the CPAC, at the city, the neighborhood council. I didn't say that because him and Ludo, I've never met Ludo in my life.
Yeah.
And he came around, waved at me directly, and then ran, and it's not attached to the police station, it's like separated. And he came in twice and like just,
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make a complaint. He said that I had bombs and I had guns.
What?
And all. Yeah,
I heard you got, I didn't even know. Someone was saying you got swatted again.
No,
I've been sick.
no. I got the FOIA, or I got the California Public Records request from Ventura's body cam footage of the swatting. So I got 7 different body cams, and then I got the CAD calls from San Francisco swatting.
Okay.
And they called Hollywood Division and talked to Rand, and Rand made up a bunch of lies about me. He said like I was convicted of going after narcotics, brandishing guns, all sorts of lies.
That's insane. He threatened me with arrest.
And he said, contact Scientology security.
He said that?
He said that, and requested that number and stuff does not go on to the CAD. Yeah.
And you have
Yeah, we got public records.
Posting,
Yeah.
are you posting all this so we can?
Yeah. It's all posted. I forget what channel it is, and it's on the mind map.
Okay.
Have you been using the? Have you looked at that yet?
I don't know how to get on there. I don't know anything about
all
it.
Right.
So I need to learn.
Yeah, you'll love it.
But can I if I?
Because all the information, we're putting all the meetings in there. We're putting everything in there. All the previous cases with Scientology, any swattings or phone calls, we're doing FOIA requests on everything.
I need someone to teach me like I'm a toddler.
Okay, we could figure it out.
I need a class.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means, like what it is or where to go or.
I think someone's going to do that. So
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Like a
mind map class.
Yeah, even like a video. You can watch it, and that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's actually really easy. Once you if you can stream, you can do it.
I didn't even know what it was.
It's basically the conspiracy theorists. They have all the strings attached to everything.
Oh, okay.
With pictures.
Yeah.
It's one of those. But every incident, we have the police officers' names, pictures of them, the call. We're trying to get the calls of service. We're going to do FOIA requests. So we're still trying to get the information on that map, and then all the all of those emails that you put out. Yes. Those are all with the respective people who put the emails out and the connections to the officers.
And you're putting it, because if I'm not doing, I get permission for anyone to take anything on what I post.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
Like please, because I can't.
And we got the links, but we're also downloading all the videos, so we have a master thing. And then any type of litigation, that will be able to be handed over to a litigator, and they'll have all the information.
Yeah, because Rand is he's a scary dude. I have a complaint against him for threatening to arrest me for filming.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, but he's a nasty guy, and he scares me. I'll be honest. He's a scary dude.
Well, I'm not.
He's a liar, and that's unbecoming. Get him for life.
We're either gonna end up dead or famous.
Oh man, I don't want either. I don't want either.
I just
want I'll be happy with just them not being corrupting my city anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think that lawsuits are going to be what's going to bring it down.
I do too. It's going to end up.
I don't think the IRS is going to just be like, nah, we're not going to tax them anymore.
No.
Because the LAPD is going to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, and I don't see them really doing anything. It's going to take going federal.
I asked Diddys Lawyer this morning what she thought about Jay-Z.
Oh my gosh, what did she say?
She started laughing.
Oh man. They want more,
because Diddys Lawyer, the Mendez brothers lawyer, and Danny Masterson's appeal court lawyers were in court today.
Really?
Because the investigator for Danny Masterson's appeal team was contacting the jurors, and the jurors wrote letters to the judge. So the judge had a hearing on it and basically said that they need to go to the California lawyer the bar commission and make a complaint there, and then they have the proper investigatory arms for
Right,
that.
That makes
So,
sense. Wow, it's crazy.
so
Man.
all right.
No, I want to hear your thing.
All right, good luck.
Good luck with
Yeah.
the.
Good luck. Yeah.
I don't know if you got the news that speaking of the California bar, they picked up the complaint.
Oh, for Heidi Soto.
For all of them, Moxon, Heidi, the two
Oh,
other.
they picked up the complaint from Moxon too?
Sophia.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I saw Henry's. I just read the first thing.
Yeah, it was like 5 of them, I think.
Nice. All right, beautiful. Beautiful. You hear that? All right, we're making moves, y'all. We outside. So yeah, Heidi Soda, Moxon, they assign investigators to a case with them. I still need to buy my transcripts so that I want to wait till I got the transcripts. They're $420, and I'm a cheap ass. And my money keeps getting spent on other shit. But I'm gonna get them and make that formal complaint with Moxon. And my lawyer was supposed to call me. The lawyer for the Indiana restraining order case was supposed to call me yesterday. He failed, but I failed to email him because the email was wrong. So I'm gonna cut him a little slack, and I'm gonna try to contact him here in a little bit. And I'm gonna make a complaint to Officer Rand at the Hollywood Division. And I also need to get a complaint into the Northeast Division for the assaults at around Hubbard Way by armed guards. So catch me later. I might be on D.o.A. channel. I might be on the streamer. I might be on the Lore of D.o.A. I'm not sure what channel I'm going to be. Wow, $188. Damn. Thank you, y'all. Here, I'll look at your super chats. I'm sorry, I can't look at super chats. For some reason, my YouTube app is buggy, and every time I switch over to the option for super chats, it clears off and goes. That's why you get a little spin there for a little second. So I guess everyone's gonna be held equal, and I can't be like all the other creators who talk to the people who super chat me. I will go back and try to look and see who super chatted me. I appreciate that. Oh gosh, this person's back. Stop dyeing my hair. I never dyed my hair. What the fuck are you talking about? Dumb. Okay, stupid. And okay, so in a quick recap, I'll give you where the fuck am I? That's the courthouse. Where's Starbucks? Not sure. Quick recap of what happened in court. I was so busy doing the police accountability board and asking questions at Diddy that I didn't even give you a recap of what happened in court. I think you just might have heard me say it to audit. But they have Laura's talking to the lawyer, Gavin Potter versus Jane Doe. Laura's talking to their lawyer right now. Search is with them. Basically, the judge from Danny Masterson case, there was some complaints from juror number 8 and some other jurors of misconduct. The the judge was really not having any of Danny Masterson's appeals counsel's explanation of why it was okay. She believed that it was harassment, but the prosecutors didn't, or the deputy attorney general was there as co-counsel to the other person who I guess represented the state. They were they didn't state any authorities of why the court had jurisdiction over the matters of the thing, especially that it's an appeal that is given over jurisdiction. And so they were kind of saying that it was, I was saying sanctions, they could do sanctions, basically contemptuous behavior of not following an order. That'd be an indirect order. It would be indirect criminal contempt. And then she has the ability to file civil sanctions, which she did not. basically said that, you know, you could, if you think a crime is committed, you could file a complaint, and basically that the California bar arm has an investigative arm that can help with an investigation, and actually that is probably the best. The lawyers, so it's basically the detective, and what was said, specifically what was said was you're refusing to participate was the verbiage that the investigator said after the juror said, no, I don't want to talk to you. And the judge said that that was improper for them to make that like implication after asking if they wanted to speak. So a private investigator went over to this person's house, asked if she wanted to speak about the case. The juror said no, and so there was some back and forth in terms of the verbatim of the conversation that was being had between juror number 8 and let me think about this. Between jury number 8 and the investigator for Danny Masterson's appeals case, the lawyer, let's see if you get this right. Hold on. And I'm sorry, there's so much in my head right now. I got a lot of emotions going through. And so the judge, there was questions about what the words were said per verbatim, like exactly how they were said in chronological order. And the judge basically said, look, I'm going to believe juror number 8 because she is a Los Angeles court recorder, and her very job is to listen and record per verbatim the words that are coming out of her mouth. And so when the investigator asked her, when she said no, and he said, so you're unwilling to participate. And the judge was saying that was taking it too far and past whatever state statute that they were quoting about how a trial and investigator could handle those types of calls. Diddys was in there. That's who I asked when we got out. Diddys Lawyer was there, and then the Mendez brothers lawyer was there also. So we're talking some big fucking players here, man. You got Defender of Ants, Lara FM, Surge was there. 2 of the Jane Does were there with their lawyer, and they were trying to have an opportunity to be heard. I don't believe the judge allowed them to have an opportunity to be heard. So there's a lot going on. Yeah, so I got fucking Diddy. I mean, who's got, like, I'm actually, we ride it on the shoulders of giants here, folks. I don't want to commit suicide. I'm super happy. I'm loving all this. This shit, they're involved with Diddy, man. This shit's all the birds of a feather flock together. This shit, we're all up in it, man. Thank you for all who make this happen. Thank you for all the financial support, the gifts. I got to get over to the post office today and I got a new stove. Just thank you for everyone helping out, making this possible. I don't think I couldn't do this without my job. Yesterday I wrote a huge declaration for my lawyer, basically from 8 in the morning till 4 o'clock yesterday. I was writing a declaration, a statement of facts, a history, a brief synopsis of what happened in West Virginia. I did a bunch of FOIA requests yesterday too. I FOIA requested the Public Works Department for any letters about the planters on L. Ron Hubbard Way in Fountain. I FOIA requested if there was, I FOIA requested any correspondence between the city and the Church of Scientology about the planters. I FOIA requested I FOIA requested if there was a R permit, which is a revocable permit that is required for planters or planting trees and everything. We FOIA requested the California Highway Patrol footage of Laura's getting pulled over when we crossed over from California by ZDT, by the false calls for that. We FOIA requested the swatting call in Malibu. FOIA requested the swatting call when we were in Seattle, when the fungus toe guys was there. We because the police ended up coming. They didn't come code through anything, but they tried to sneak in and sneak out. We FOIA requested the swatting incident in Tacoma at the Bad Bar. All cat prongs, body, all that stuff. The call to service. FOIA requested Boise, Idaho, the fire department. They people made false reports at the fire department that called the venue in Boise, Idaho. What else? I need you guys. Oh, thank you. New dress at Freedom Corner. I am known to buy dresses. It'll be wild. Yeah, you did buy me my orange dress. That was a famous dress. I still have it. I'm going to auction it off maybe someday. Let me think. FOIA requested Berkeley County, West Virginia. I FOIA requested both the sheriff's department and the prosecutor's office with any correspondence with LAPD, emails, phone calls, etc. With LAPD, and any correspondence with the Church of Scientology. The frothy spit guy, yes, that is fungus guy. So that's both the prosecutors and sheriff's office in Berkeley County. My lawyer said that the reason that they tried to violate my parole the third time, probation, all bullshit times, the third time was because of constant contact from the Church of Scientology investigators and Los Angeles Police Department. So I'm looking for information on that. And then we're going to FOIA request all stuff with Angry Gray Pope. So if anyone knows Angry Gray Pope's legal name, can you send it to me in the email? I won't put it out publicly, but we're going to FOIA all paperwork with Angry Gray Pope. We FOIA'd the CAD records for, I believe, the Blue Building. I FOIA requested Fort Wayne, Indiana. Any calls from Scientology or LAPD. Now that I have a restraining order there, that's active, and I'm going to be asking for money for that here in a little bit. I want to secure the lawyer first and get his price. People have already sent me $175, so I appreciate the 3 people that sent them that money. It makes me a little anxious not having the lawyer before I ask for it. So, because I don't want to be responsible if I can't get a lawyer. I contacted about 6 lawyers out there. Only one responded. He was supposed to call yesterday. He didn't call. So that's what happens when you make contact. You do that type of shit, right? I think we FOIA requested the swatting call in the hills for Jessica. Oh, this is what we need help for. There was a swatting call that I did not know about. Who knows the name of the streamer? It was a girl. She was on TikTok. It was at the Ventura org. It was at the Ventura org. She was swatted. She was crying. LA Art Museum, Jessica's Hill Swatting Museum, and Slab City, all that got FOIA requested. And if you could give me that email at Estrella Luna. Look at that. You guys are fucking badass. So we're, we requested the CAD records at, and this is, I did a couple requests, but I'm not doing all the heavy lifting here. Someone else is doing the heavy lifting. And I don't want to take credit. I say we as a group here, the non-group group, received the Ventura CAD call for Ventura Org for 2023, and okay, cool. So, yeah, so there was a bomb threat at the Ventura one 2 weeks before. To me, because there was a bomb threat and a knife threat, and they've already done that, the police, I feel, were that was uncalled for to have being cuffs like that for that long. And so we are fucking getting shit done. Thank you for everyone who's helping, and anyone who's contributing. You guys are all fucking awesome. We're fucking gonna shut down the biggest cult, man. This is serious shit. Not fucking around. We're rubbing shoulders with some big motherfuckers. You're with Defender of Ants. I don't give a fuck. I'm unpolished. I'm raw. I'm undomesticated. And I fucking love you guys. So thank you. Go forth in this great world. I'm gonna have more content later. We're gonna be in the police station. We'll probably be vertical. I gave you the horizontal view for the Diddy shit. Okay, I wanted that. I gotta go find my girl, and we're part of history here, man. And I'm not trying to kill myself or anything. I'm fucking happy with life. All right. We got court on Thursday for the restraining order here, and yep. Peace, deuces.